The City of Los Angeles Department of Transportation is working to improve Eldridge Avenue in Sylmar. Thank you for tuning in to this short video created to share information with project stakeholders. After watching the video, we invite you to submit comments and feedback on this project by taking a short survey at ladot.lacity.org/Eldridge. You can also submit comments and questions by email to ladot.active@lacity.org. This project is a proposal, and we need your support to proceed with implementation. The Eldridge Avenue Bike Lane Extension project is located in the heart of Sylmar. Eldridge Avenue runs north-south and is nearby a number of key community destinations and landmarks, parks and open spaces, schools, and Los Angeles Mission College campuses. The existing bike lane on Eldridge runs from Polk Street to Hubbard Street. This project proposes to extend the bike lane south between Hubbard Street and Harding Street. The Eldridge Avenue project was initiated in February of 2019 and has been in planning and design. We are currently gathering community feedback and plan to install the bike lanes this spring. Let's take a look at Eldridge today. Looking south with Mission College on the left and the neighborhood on the right, Eldridge has curbside parking on the right side, diagonal parking on the left side, a vehicle lane in each direction, and a center turn lane that allows vehicles to enter and wait to turn left in either direction. Here is Eldridge today at the intersection with Hubbard Street. Now moving further down Eldridge to the entrance drive to Los Angeles Mission College. And finally at the southern end of the project at Harding Street. You might notice in these views that the drive lanes are wide, there's some extra space available, and the crosswalks at each intersection are mostly standard double white lines. With this project, LADOT aims to expand the Sylmar bicycle network and expand mobility options, add or upgrade pedestrian crosswalks for pedestrian visibility, better organize the street to calm traffic and encourage safe speeds, connect neighborhoods along Eldridge Avenue with parks and schools, and connect Mission College campuses, and implement plans and policies for Sylmar, including the Citywide Mobility Plan 2035 and the Pacoima Wash Vision Plan. You can find links to those plans on this project's website. The key features of the project are bicycle lanes throughout the corridor, one segment of protected bicycle lane, upgraded continental crosswalks, and bicycle racks. You may be familiar with these features, and some examples are shown here. To dive in deeper on the proposed changes to the street, we've divided up the project in several segments with distinct configurations. We're going to look closer at those configurations. The first detail segment shows Eldridge Avenue at the intersection of Hubbard Street looking south. The existing configuration here has a right turn lane for vehicles turning onto Hubbard, a northbound vehicle lane, a left turn lane, a southbound vehicle lane, and curbside parking. You can see that the vehicle lanes are wide, and there's a lot of extra space. We are proposing to repurpose that space and create new bicycle lanes. On the right, you can see a southbound bike lane has a painted buffer or striped area, creating added separation from vehicles. Importantly, there is no change in the number of lanes for vehicles. We've just been able to repurpose that extra space and organize the street. On this next detail segment, we're looking at the design for the stretch of Eldridge Avenue from the intersection with Hubbard Street to the El Carrizo Golf Course entrance. Here, the street has parking on both sides, a lane in each direction, and the two-way center turn lane. On the side of the street closest to Mission College, there's diagonal parking. The major change to this segment will be to shift the diagonal parking to parallel parking. This change to the parking alignment will free up some extra space that can then be repurposed to create bike lanes on each side. Both travel lanes and the center turn lane stay the same. Finally, for the section of Eldridge in front of the El Carrizo Golf Course, there are several changes. The center turn lane is removed. Bike lanes are added on both sides of the street. The drive lanes and curbside parking on the right side remain. However, notice that here, the northbound bike lane, shown on your left, is between the curb and parked vehicles. This is called a parking protected bike lane. We have protected bike lanes around Los Angeles, but this will be the first one in Sylmar. Protected bike lanes have a vertical barrier between the bike lane and moving vehicles. The protected bike lane is located immediately next to the curb, and parking is moved to the outside of the bike lane. The added benefit is that now parked vehicles create an additional barrier between the travel lane and bicycle lane, making the bike lane a safer place to ride. How will Eldridge change for people driving? There will be some changes to the configuration of parking spaces, including converting some diagonal parking to parallel parking. This will reduce the overall number of parking spaces on the street, but we estimate that approximately 90% of parking will be retained. The center left turn lane will be removed for one segment of the project, from the entrance of El Carrizo Golf Course to Harding Street. Drivers can still make safe turns from the primary vehicle travel lane. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, the new bike lanes will visually narrow the street and slightly reduce the width of travel lanes in some segments, encouraging drivers to use safe speeds. These changes will benefit all street users by making walking and traveling by bike easier and safer, connecting neighborhood destinations and Mission College campuses, better organizing the street and using extra space, encouraging safe speeds on Eldridge Avenue, and continuing to build out the planned Sylmar bicycle network and connect with Pacoima Wash. Once again, LADOT welcomes your feedback. All community members, students, residents, and other project stakeholders are encouraged to submit feedback at ladot.lacity.org/Eldridge. You can also contact us at ladot.active@lacity.org or find more information on the project webpage.